Hi, I'm homosensual Brian Safi.
And I'm feminasty Erin Gibson, and this is Throwing Shade, where we take a weekly look at all the issues important to ladies
And gays.
and treat them with much less respect than they deserve. Brian, you had one of the best stories I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, God, what is it?
It's about an apple.
Oh, okay. Well, my friend Drew.
We're such a good tag team comedy.
We really are.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Drew Droege told me that Alan Turing,
who is the father of the computer, star of the Imitation Game.
yes,
vis-a-vis,
he's the star of the Imitation Game. That's right.
Vis-a-vis
he's the star of Sherlock. Exactly. Yeah.
Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Cumberbatch. Yeah. So Alan
Also
Turing,
gay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
at the end of his life, I guess this is a spoiler. I don't know. Read a Wikipedia entry. He was going to get chemically castrated.
Also, he would have died anyway of natural causes by this time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he decided he was obsessed with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, so ate an apple to kill himself, poisoned an apple for himself to kill himself, took a bite out of the apple, and that is what the bite out of the apple in Apple, like the Steve Jobs, made that symbol because of Alan Turing.
So when
you see one of those laptops in a coffee shop, think about a gay pioneer who saved many lives.
And who...
Me.
Committed suicide.
And who committed suicide because he didn't want to be...
chemically castrated.
What does that even mean?
But here's the thing. You haven't seen the movie. Mm-mm. They do... I think they do chemically castrate it.
Yeah. No, I thought they...
Well, they do in the movie, which I thought...
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then they did.
So they chemically...
This whole story I told might be a huge lie.
It makes plenty of sense to me.
Yeah.
Because they do allude to it in the thing that... Because he has some cyanide in his... Okay, so the whole reason he gets found out as gay, and this is not a spoiler, it's in a fucking Wikipedia, as you mentioned. The whole reason they found out he's gay is because one of his ex-lovers or someone he'd slept with broke into his house. So the police got wind of the thing, and then they're like, do you want to press charges? And he's like, no.
Gross indecency, the whole thing.
He says no, and then they investigate further, like, what's this guy hiding? Mm-hmm. But while the police are there, he's sweeping up the mess, and part of it is cyanide. And he's like, please step back. This is very dangerous. Oh. And so I think that's an allusion to the idea that he does actually kill himself using cyanide. Mm-hmm. Which, why would... They chemically... So I guess the way they do it is you take some sort of pill to decrease your testosterone and increase estrogen. It's just like fucking with your system in the worst way. Oof. But you don't know anything about it? You don't know how they do it?
Mm-mm. I don't think they do it anymore. I don't know.
I don't think they do.
No.
I hope countries don't do that.
Maybe they do it. I don't know. Maybe they do it to sex pests and other parts of the world.
Sex pests.
I guess that's what they're called in England.
What?
Yeah.
Sex pests?
A little too cute.
It's too cute.
Yeah.
It's too... I've been a victim of a sex pest.
Yeah, apparently.
It sounds awful.
I know.
But you think they do in sex pests? They do.
They might. I don't know. In other parts of the world, they might.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Are you okay?
No. I'm sick.
Yeah.
As you know.
But you don't ever act sick. Like, you don't seem sick to me.
Really?
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying you're pulling it together.
Are you saying I'm lying?
No, I'm saying you're pulling it together. But then every once in a while...
the lights come on, the camera starts a-turning, or whatever they do.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the microphones are a-buzzing.
There, yeah.
Exactly. And I
You come alive?
Listen, I'm a professional. I grew up during vaudeville. We had to get out there every night and hoof and tap and dance and sing.
Yeah.
So this
sing
is
that letter song that you sing.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
I can't believe you made a career out of that.
I did.
How you sang that from age what to what? Just over and over again.
0 to 45. Do you want to know something?
No.
My aunt... Well, Anna Mae.
Why is your aunt? Why do your whole family has prairie names?
She was getting
I thought you were Syrian, dude.
This is all on my mom's side. Okay. My great aunt Anna Mae was going to be recruited as a vaudeville performer because she was like this insane whistler. Like, had an amazing skill, but then her parents wouldn't let her.
They wouldn't let her whistle?
They were like, they wouldn't let her go off to vaudeville. They're like, that's for garbage. You're not doing that.
Really?
I really got the bug from her.
Oh, what?
The acting bug.
Oh, yeah, from
the performing bug.
Well, can you whistle? Oh, it runs in the family, yeah. I can see it. Beautiful.
Perfect pitch.
You know what it's like? It's like right before the tornado hits and
Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what that sounded like. Are you a Foley artist?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
That's
Are the horses coming?
Yeah, exactly.
What else can you do? I'm going to close my eyes. Oh. That's a kite in a wind.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, raindrops on a car.
Is that what that sounded like? That's really... Look what I was doing.
Okay, give me another one.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bird dying. It's a mouse attacking a cat.
Yes.
You're so good. You're so good. Well, look at all the effort you've been putting into all the things you just did.
What, did you have a favorite movie this year? Last year? Whatever.
Calm down, first of all. Yeah, Ghostbusters.
Wasn't released last year.
What?
Wasn't. That's not
Oh,
new.
I watched it last year.
I loved Nightcrawler. I can't do this.
We already did this last
No,
week.
we didn't. We wanted to, and then we didn't.
No, we did it at the end.
No, we didn't.
We said
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. You might not make it.
Well, I did see Suzanne Summers this morning.
Oh, I don't...
Not in real life, but
Where?
on TV. She was doing
Three-way poncho?
Shop HQ, I think she was calling it. No.
Why
a
are
new
you watching
skincare
this?
line. Because, like, what else am I going to do? I was
read a
sick.
book?
No, I was sick. I couldn't do that. I just did, like, a layback. And
How many books have you read in the last 2 years? How many books?
What the fuck kind of question is that?
I'm just saying, yesterday you told me that one of the Baldwins...
I told you that I'm sick.
But yesterday you told me something about a Baldwin, and now you're telling me something about Suzanne Summers.
Aaron, I'm fucking sick. I'm not going to read a book right now.
How many books have you read in the last 2 years?
Plenty.
How many?
I don't know.
Not Golden Bridge or series.
Oh,
or
fuck you. Fuck you so hard. I've read plenty. I read Slouching Toward Bethlehem. I read the White Album.
Great, you did it. You read the White Album?
Yeah, it's another Joan
It's a
Didion
record.
essay collection. Oh, now who's reading?
I'm reading you. Wait, so you were watching...
I don't want to
Suzanne
talk about
Summers?
It. Yeah, you know what? Her skincare line sounds very promising, and you can do at-home...
Made in China, I'm sure.
And you can do at-home facelift. It's not good.
Facelift or facials?
Facelift.
How?
It's a whole
Do you inject
thing.
yourself with something?
$300 machine. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those creepy Japanese
No,
masks.
it has wands, and you do wands.
You wand your own face?
You do wands all over your face, and it looked like it really worked.
But it doesn't. It's a fake thing.
I think I might get it. I'm not even kidding.
$300? Well, you don't need it.
I want to do this line right here. I want to take the wands and do that.
You're gonna... First of
I've
all...
been practicing with chopsticks anyway. Do you know what I mean? So that for when it comes.
Was this before or after you saw the infomercial?
Before. Way before.
You just read...
I just do rat-a-tat-tat on my face.
Ancient Chinese
Drumsticks
secret.
and chopsticks. That's the name of my new memoir.
It is?
Yeah.
And it's just beating yourself in the face with wooden things?
How to beat yourself in the face and maybe look a year younger.
Are you serious about buying this thing?
I don't think I'm serious, but it was very convincing.
It's $300.
She's beautiful. She really is. She's 69 years old. She's
I don't like
beautiful.
it when you're sick.
And do you know your lips get thinner when you get older? Did you know that?
Mine can't even do that because they're already so thin.
Your lips aren't thin.
Yeah, I have pencils for lips.
Well, apparently, she said that your lips get thinner as you age.
Yeah, that makes sense because you lose your collagen.
Well, so with the wands, they won't ever shrink.
Please explain the science behind these things because you just say
Currents. Electrodes.
You electrocute your face?
Yes.
What if your face didn't do anything wrong?
You start under the eye. It takes about an hour every day.
No, you just put electricity on your... Oh, my God. I wonder if it's the same thing. So when I go to the doctor, the physical therapist, he puts these, like, electrode things on my arms, and I have to lay on my face, like, this way, and my arm and my face just go like this.
That's cool.
For 5 minutes.
You could do Jeff Dunham or whatever.
Oh, puppets? But I'm just a half puppet?
Yeah.
I'm like that Prince video where I'm half bride, half groom.
I don't know what that video is.
Yeah, Kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
Oh, Whitney Houston. She did that video.
She did not do that.
Somebody...
She dressed as a puppet, as a half man, half woman?
No, somebody one of the dancers was half bride, half groom.
I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I have it. I'll figure it out.
All right.
Yeah, I'll find it for you on the internet. I know the internet has it. Here's what I'm going to Google.
Please tell me.
Bride, groom, dancer, Whitney Houston, Prince. It'll come up one of those. You got to. Sometimes you have to catch a wide net on the internet.
Adjusted box office gross of Fiddler on the Roof, $287 million.
I don't buy it. I don't believe it.
Well,
Based
I read
on
it.
what?
I read it.
Who's doing that math? What?
Box Office Mojo.
Well, they're not financial analysts. They don't know.
Right.
How do they know what the dollar was worth then and now?
Because you can look. It's pretty easy to find.
You can look it up?
Yeah.
Well, how much was a dollar worth in 1970? Well, when did that come out? 76?
Support public art.
PBS, yeah. Did you sleep in that shirt last night?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, why were you looking that up? Wait a second. So this is what you did this morning? You watched Into the Woods, Suzanne Summers, and you looked up the
that was my other thing. Into the Woods is terrible, but if you're sick, it's the best movie ever made. It's wonderful. I downloaded 2 songs. Moments in the Woods.
How's that go?
On the stairs of the palace. On the steps of the palace.
How do those go?
On the steps of the palace. Moment. Oh, the woods.
Oh, is that your mashup? Is that your Girl Talk style mashup of that?
I'm gonna watch it again tonight if I'm still sweating this much.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have the cold sweats?
Yeah.
But you're cold.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you, I'll do it. I've got a shotgun. I'll put you out of your misery.
Thanks. Something good happened in Florida. Do you know about this?
No.
Gay marriage is now legal in Florida.
Oh, I did know that, but wait, is somebody blocking it?
I don't fucking know.
Oh,
I
okay.
hope not.
I don't know.
Probably. That's how these things go. They're supposed to. So we're recording this a little early, but they're supposed to begin today.
Oh,
last week.
But
whatever.
Okay, so here's what I read when I was in Palm Springs. I was reading that maybe this is old news that they were going to do it. But then some of the clerk's offices were shutting down, so they didn't have to marry anybody.
Oh no, they're doing it.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, starting.
Okay.
They haven't begun yet, but they're starting last week.
February 14th?
Today. Yeah, they started January 6th.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
what
should
month
do
is
February.
this? January.
They should do February 14th.
I agree.
It's just more romantic.
You're right. Let them wait another month. They've waited this long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go P.F. Chang's, then go get your marriage license.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Actually, P.F. Chang's is probably a classy option for Florida. Just shitting on Florida all over the place, but whatever.
You know,
We've been.
As a state, we're like, oh, we're the sunniest state in the union. We're not going to do solar power.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, obviously some people are very excited about it. Some are not. One person
in Florida?
Yeah.
Do they have T-tops?
Yes.
Yeah.
One person who's kind of in the middle about it,
That's
sort of...
you know what? That's unfair to T-tops.
Okay, fair enough.
Because they are kind of cool.
They are very cool.
Yeah.
So one person who is kind of in the middle about it is presidential hopeful Jeb Bush.
He's in the middle?
Well, so he's sort of... This is what he said.
Which group is he pandering to with this?
Exactly. So he said that. So people are obviously thinking Jeb Bush has not said that he's running for president yet. He hasn't
But he's done all this shit where he's
done
like,
all this shit. He's going to, and it'll probably be a Bush v. Clinton situation, which is
weird,
fucked up. Can
we get
we'll
a
get
new?
to that later.
No
but
big
come
deal.
on, let's.
I love Hillary, but let's get
me
some
too,
new blood.
But
in
like
there.
enough is enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not here. I thought she was here. I was yelling
here.
for her because she does all my laundry.
Yeah. Okay, so Jeb Bush said that he was disappointed by the court's recent decision to allow marriage equality in the state, but that he's not going to interfere in anything.
He's disappointed that the judicial system worked for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that he's not. He said it ought to be a local decision, and then he said, I mean a state decision.
Wasn't it a state decision?
Yes, the state decided, the people of the state. But he thought it should have been a popular vote, which is, as we know.
Nothing happens
The
with
majority
popular votes.
voting on the minority is a horrible thing.
Yeah, more people watched The
across
Bachelor
the
last
board.
night than would come out to vote for that.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
3 hours.
I can't.
3 hours of your life wasted by not watching it.
What are you talking? Do you know what I did last night? I had Thai food and I returned a cat carrier. I would do that.
Why did you get one?
Well, I had that cat for a little bit.
Oh, that's right.
And then I borrowed a cat carrier.
Yeah.
And then my friend had to take her cats to the vet today because she had to do. She
You could have watched Cats with your cat.
I still can. I can
Do you
take
think
the
the
cat
cats respond to that? The visuals?
to the musical Cats.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's done this experiment. Probably Harvard Medical School. Or,
Yeah. I
hope so.
Yeah.
Or Friskies.
Yes.
Those are the only people who would ever give a shit about those things.
So, in 2008, Florida had approved a constitutional amendment banning. We're gonna get rid of this. Yeah, banning same-sex marriage.
Okay, almost like a Prop 8 thing.
Almost like a Prop 8 thing, and back then, Bush was sort of on that side, and also has said the whole time this should be a state-by-state issue. Which also, by the way, Hillary Clinton is of the same opinion. She recently kind of evolved on gay marriage.
When they say state issue, don't they mean the state should decide, or do they mean the people should decide?
Well, she means the state should decide.
Right.
So the way the chips are falling is, I think, the way she thinks it should be. But really, that's also what he's saying it should be. I don't believe that, obviously. I think it's very tricky to go from one state to another and not be afforded the same protection state to state.
Yeah.
And I think it's just crazy. It's a bad example for the country. It's a bad example from the top down that it's a state by state decision. That is stupid.
Is there ever a situation where that it would be good for the president to be like, we are 100% pro gay marriage, pro civil or whatever, pro gay marriage, but we're not going to legislate it. But that's the initiative, and we want states to, like, is there ever a way where they can endorse
Obama
it? Obama
did kind of do that. Well,
yeah.
he did say that his views on gay marriage have evolved.
Right, but I'm saying, is there a way that a president can say, like, as a federal government and as a nation, we think this is the right move. We would like to encourage states to make, like, do you know what I'm saying? Without legislating, say we are officially stating that as a country we should be doing this. Do your jobs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That'd be nice.
Is that like a political
someone could
boo boo?
Yeah, no, I think someone could. I think it's probably not at the top of anyone's agenda, but so
because then you could be like a king. You could just sit on a throne and be like, "This is what we decree should happen, dude." You know.
Sure.
Whatever. You could wear the hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So just for the hat alone. So
I would do it.
Some people liked what Jeb Bush had to say, what his statement was. He said, "We live in a democracy, and regardless of our disagreements, we have to respect the rule of law. I hope we can show respect for the good people on all sides of the gay and lesbian marriage issue, including couples making lifetime commitments to each other who are seeking greater legal protections, and those of us who believe marriage is a sacrament and want to safeguard religious liberty." This is a nice thing to say, I guess, for someone who hates you.
No one attacks religious liberty by saying we're going to also get married. Mm-hmm. Marriage has nothing to do with religion at all.
Also, this line, who are seeking greater legal protections. We're not seeking greater legal protections. We're seeking the same legal protections. Like, that really, what everyone else gets. Yeah. Exactly.
He should have used the word equal.
And so what I think he's doing here is he's probably going to run on compassionate conservatism, the way, and being like, hey, socially, I'm cool.
Which is a lie.
That's what George W. Bush ran on, was that thing. And that turned out to be a huge lie. He said, I'm a moderate. All campaigning, George W. Bush said, I'm a moderate. Did not turn out like that. It was the exact opposite. I mean, they all run on lies. Running on lies!
Yeah. That's what my car runs on.
This was recently...
unleaded lies.
Sure. In 1994, which I know was a while ago, and people's opinions have changed.
That was yesterday, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
And my highlights.
Yeah, I probably had highlights then.
Did you do the cap where you pulled it through?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
What do you call it? Yeah, there was like, I think there might be a picture of me somewhere like that.
With capped highlights?
I did it over one summer, and it lasted for maybe 3 or 4 days, and then I dyed it back.
Oh, well, that's not possible. You bleached your hair, and it lasted for 3 or 4 days?
Lasted for 3 or 4 days because then I dyed it back.
Oh, you dyed it back. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like your highlights didn't take.
I did it over the summer and I was like, what was I thinking?
So then what'd you do, just for men to get it back?
I don't remember.
Wow.
I think my mom took me somewhere. Pissed.
Oh, she was mad that you...
So mad.
Ooh, I bet you looked
me?
just like a boy band.
I did.
Yeah. Were you wearing conch shell necklace?
But that was the style.
Everyone loved it. Mm-hmm. Would you have some Jinkos and some highlights? Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? In 1994...
did your mom think you were going to raves?
Yeah, she was convinced. No.
You were doing ecstasy?
No, I had no rights.
Oh, as a child?
None.
Yeah.
So in 1994, Jeb Bush argued that providing lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals, if we gave them equal protections, he said, then shouldn't sodomy be elevated to the same constitutional status as race and religion? My answer is no.
Interesting that people like to say, like, there's no law that says, like, penises and vaginas and that's it, the United States.
No, exactly. Like, it's not like he's saying, should we... It doesn't make any sense.
Who
It's also...
gives a fuck
Sodomy
about...
is the sexual act that also includes oral sex, by the way.
Yeah.
Which people always forget about. But...
Which we forgot about.
Yeah.
I don't even think we knew that till, like, we started investigations.
And I'm sick of people using... I'm sick of people using homosexual as an adjective instead of as a noun. It drives me fucking crazy.
As an adjective.
Like homosexual behavior.
Oh, right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, instead of just like, that person is a homosexual.
Right.
It drives me crazy.
Well, to make it like behavior is somehow weird or different?
Yeah, or homosexual behavior. I think when you use it as an adjective, you think of sex. Because right? Instead of like
well, they should.
a person.
What if they said homosexual boning? Is that better?
That's just a net zero.
I would just say boning.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. I did also want to mention this one more thing. So I don't know. Jeb Bush is going to run on this thing that he's a moderate.
Why do people not have bigger bullshit detectors?
Yeah.
People want to believe what other people say because they're scared to think that person's lying. They're too afraid of the truth.
The pyramid of life shall ne'er be seen from all three sides, but one door to two, but again.
Was that Tutankhamun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to say one more thing.
Ramses? I don't know who that was.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Oh, so
are you talking about the gay pyramid?
I was trying to think of a way to say like I don't know what you said. Rose
has its thorn?
I don't remember what you said. I truly don't remember what you just told me. It doesn't matter.
Oh, why people don't have bullshit detectors?
Oh yeah, because
you can only see one side of the pyramid, even though it has two or three.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, okay, let's just break this up.
Although technically, doesn't a pyramid have four sides?
Well, the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that's another thing.
Oh.
A pyramid is this.
No, it has four
sides. Then it's connected right here. Mm-hmm. And then at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think a pyramid... It's 4? How is it 4?
It's 4. 1, 2... Pretend this is here. 3, 4.
Oh, right, because it's a square at the bottom.
Yep.
It's not a triangle.
Exactly.
Well, those slaves could... You know how many slaves we could have had who could have had an 8-hour workday if they made it a 3-sided pyramid?
Back in the day?
Yeah.
The Jews?
Were they Jews?
Yeah, I think they were. The Egyptian slaves?
Yeah, they were Jewish people?
Mostly.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they could have saved a lot of time.
Right. Okay.
That's what I would do if I had a time machine. I wouldn't go back and kill Hitler. I would say, do a 3-sided pyramid.
So a spokesperson for Jeb Bush said that he no longer uses language like sodomy, and said that the spokesperson Christy Campbell said Governor Bush believes that our society should have a culture of respect for all people regardless of their differences. The opinion editorial from 20 years ago does not reflect Governor Bush's views now, nor would he use this terminology today. Fair enough. I think a lot of people probably said a lot of things in the 90s that they wouldn't say now, like Rent is a good musical. People said that.
I said I would always wear Lancome.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
Right, exactly. However, I think that bigotry is something that like may soften, but I don't know. It just makes me wary.
The fact that anybody said, here's what I don't understand. If you're a kid in the 90s or you're a teenager or whatever, and you say something dumb like you say ching chong ding dong or something, right? And then as an adult, you're like, oh God, that was actually really offensive. Mm-hmm. But to be an adult in the 90s and then be like, oh, actually, I'm now in my 40s and I realize what I said in my 30s was wrong. Right. I don't understand that.
No, me neither. I just want to leave it with a few things that Kid Rock said recently.
Oh, thank God.
If we're talking about conservatives. And this is how I think every conservative should be.
We should always listen to guys with button-down shirts that are never buttoned.
Well, the first thing he said, which doesn't have anything to do with what I want to say, is, I don't face tweet or whatever people do.
Kid Rock said that?
Yes.
Way to sound like an ant.
The second thing he did was, I'm definitely a Republican on fiscal issues in the military, but I lean to the middle on social issues.
Fiscal issues in the military?
No, and the military.
Oh, sorry.
I'm no fan of abortion, but it's not up to a man to tell a woman what to do.
Kid Rock.
Yeah. I don't look, and he says that as an ordained minister, I don't look forward to marrying gay people.
You can do that online.
Yeah, I know.
Anybody can be an ordained
I don't
minister.
look forward to marrying gay people, but I'm also not opposed to it. And he says, let gay people get married if they want. I'm not saying this is the right kind of guy, but I'm just saying, like,
the fact that Kid Rock,
you would be surprised in this day and age, Kid Rock is kind of a progressive conservative. And then he said this, which I didn't like.
Where
rap
did he
rock
say
was
all
what
this?
Rap rock was what people wanted.
Some questions everyone's always wanted to know the answers to. By me, Kid Rock.
Rack rock. What was rap rock. Rap rock.
I like rap rock.
What was anyone thinking?
Rap rock?
Rap rock was what people wanted at the time.
Limp Bizkit made an entire millions of dollars off of it.
Rap rock was what people wanted at the time, but it turned into a lot of bullshit. And it turned out to be pretty gay. And then he says, if someone says you can't say gay like that, you tell them to go fuck themselves. You're not going to get anything politically correct out of me.
Cool. We kind of did.
Yeah.
By your other things.
He is. You talk about the pyramid of life. The mystery and magic.
That guy's one-dimensional if I've ever seen
So
something.
Jeb Bush, take a cue from Kid Rock and get into rap rock.
Throwing Shade is supported in part by FXX, presenting Man-Seeking Woman, a new surreal dating comedy from former SNL writer Simon Rich and executive producer Lauren Michaels, who is a very up-and-coming comedy producer.
I did an online dating thing once. And do you remember Nerve.com?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I thought it was really going to work really well. And like we did. We went on like 5 to 10 dates. And then he said he wrote a poem for me. And it was like a sonnet. like published.
Long?
No, like a Shakespearean sonnet. Like a sonnet by Shakespeare that said that he wrote it. Isn't that crazy?
That's so crazy.
I'm just remembering that.
It's starring Jay Baruchel from This Is the End. You can follow naive 20-something Josh Greenberg, which is Jay's character, on his unrelenting quest for love. We've all been on it. We've been on the quest for love. So check it out. It's on FXX. It premieres January 14th at 10:30 p.m. on FXX. 2 X's.
Yeah, it's like Family Feud, except you're not quite out yet. You're almost out.
Despite their ads, love is not on at Revlon. And forgive the poem.
Oh, that was really beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay,
that
next.
Was excellent.
Thank you. I have plenty more later. Do you have a lighter or something you can...
Oh, no.
Okay. You have matches.
I do.
Oh, yeah, you can use those.
I save those for when I poop.
Oh, you shouldn't waste them on my poems. So an ex-employee, Alan Myers, who was...
at Myers?
Alan Myers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alan and Myers.
At Revlon.
At Revlon. He was a top scientist for the cosmetics company, is suing them. And here's why. Also,
he should sue himself for being a top scientist and being like, I'm going to go name lipstick colors. Or whatever the hell he did.
I think that it's all about that bullshit formulation that they put together to be
right.
Do you want to fight free radicals with the power punch of the microbeads?
We want to penetrate all 18 layers of your skin.
Yeah. Do you know about your Dermis? We do.
Yeah.
Dermis Fighter by Revlon.
Yep.
Okay, so full disclosure, I don't like Revlon. I don't like them as a cosmetic company. You might know this, but I was a career thief as a teenager, and I had a purse that had a false bottom. And I would go to Walmart and I would steal.
This was a purse made for shoplifters?
I made it. I made a purse for shoplifting.
When was this?
I was probably 15.
Okay, so you're not going to get arrested for it.
I don't have the shit anyway. Come after me.
Yeah.
Do you want my NARS? Never.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you sell NARS at Walmart. Right?
God. You would go to Walmart?
No, I'm saying, the logic was that Walmart would come after me, but all I have is NARS, so they'd have to sell the NARS at Walmart, but it's used.
Yeah.
It didn't
I see what
work.
you mean. No, I liked it.
Okay, so I would steal, I had this purse that was like kind of a flat bottom purse, and I sewed a false bottom on the bottom, so it actually had 2 bottoms, so there would be a slit. Yeah, I was full Cher style gypsy.
Yeah.
I would there was a seam, a false seam, and I would open the seam up and I would put the cosmetics underneath and then I would close the seam. And then I would just leave. Oh, I stole all kinds of things. Bathing suits from Macy's. Insane.
It's like the last scene from like Body Heat.
Yeah. What? Yeah,
know.
Sure. No, it absolutely was. They have an affair and then she goes to Walmart and steals a bunch of CoverGirl.
Yeah.
So I would steal CoverGirl. I would steal L'Oreal. I would steal Max Factor. I would steal Bonnie Bell and Wet n Wild, and I wouldn't fucking touch Revlon because it was just the garbage of garbages. So I already don't like this company, so I kind of love that this is happening. So according to the lawsuit, Revlon CEO Lorenzo Del Pani, who is a native Italian, he was that's you?
Yes.
Oh,
I was just welcoming him.
Oh, you're doing Avita? Yeah. Such a good Avita.
Thank you.
Avita has given up.
Yeah. I don't know. Avita, but it's just a shrug.
The Avita shrug?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was hired in 2013 to be CEO, and he is allegedly, according to this lawsuit, a European dickhole. So Alan Myers, who was fired, he said he was fired as an act of retaliation and discrimination. And here's what Alan said in the lawsuit that the company did to him. Or really just this guy, Del Pani. He said Del Pani told Myers that he was shocked there weren't more Jews in the company because the biggest shareholder is Ron Perlman.
Yeah, do you know who's married to him?
Rita?
Never mind. Do you mean Rhea?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Who's married to him?
It used to be Ellen Barkin was married to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but not anymore. Ron Perlman.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's a prominent Jewish American. And according to the suit, Del Ponte told Myers that Jews stick together. That's why he was shocked there weren't more Jews. Myers also claimed that he was ignored when he raised safety concerns regarding 2 factories, and on one occasion was told to be quiet so that Del Ponte could retain plausible deniability.
What does that mean?
That means that if you know something as a CEO, you're not responsible for it because you didn't know about it.
Got it.
You know, which is crazy because I was just last night listening to Fresh Air, and Terry Gross had this guy on, Stephen Brill. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, Brillo Pad.
Yeah. So he does cleaning products, and he also wrote this book called A Bitter Pill, which is all about like the healthcare system in the United States.
Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. He wrote the song Jag. He only does pill stuff and cleaning supplies. Mr. Clean, Brillo Pad.
Oh, pillows.
Pillows.
Did he get into that?
Yeah.
Get it?
He's pillows.
Yeah.
He is Mr.
Is that funny for a pillow to say, like, you owe me money?
Yes. Well, it's funny if pillows just talked in the first place because pillow talk, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Phones. Yeah. And then to ask for money, what bank are they going to put it in?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah, I'd like to swallow that pill.
Oh.
It's a hard one.
That went on for an hour on Terry Gross.
Yeah, that whole conversation. We didn't really even do it justice, but that's what's sad about that.
Wow.
So, no, this guy, I was just thinking about this because he was on Terry Gross and he was talking about the American Health Care Act and how the website was such a disaster. And one of the reasons it was is because Obama's people, he was like, look, it is Obama's fault. He's in charge of it. It was his initiative. But at the end of the day, there were people in this whole department that were saying like, you're going to be blown away tomorrow when you see the website, knowing that it was going to fucking be a disaster. So that was like his plot. He had plausible deniability when the website crashed because everyone
he didn't know.
Yeah, blowing smoke up his ass. It was a really good interview. You should listen to it. It was amazing. This guy has incredible ideas on how to fix the insurance and healthcare system that will never happen. So listen to it if you want to be depressed.
Does he have any solutions for when you go to CVS and you go to the back to pick up your prescription? There's always 1 to 2 people around me who are absolutely out of their minds. Is there any solution for that?
Yeah, those people go into, the blood pressure machine?
Yeah.
It's a human-sized one of those, and they just go in there and they get hugged.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use the blood pressure machine just when I'm lonely.
That's a good idea when you're waiting for your scripts or when you're just at CVS.
No, when I'm waiting for my scripts. And I mean that by that I mean that people from all over Hollywood know to send my scripts to CVS.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you do to get your movies made?
It is, yeah. I give all my decisions right there.
Oh, that's how Interstellar got made.
Yep.
Just people coming up to you, Christopher Nolan, just like, hey,
if
Brian.
something, I know when my blood pressure goes up that the movie's good.
Oh, you do? When it goes down, you're about to die?
Snooze.
Yeah. Okay. So Del Ponte also said that he hates... Oh, this is another thing that is totally sort of tangential, but... So CVS, I guess, gives these like double coupons or whatever out for all these cosmetics, but it's this big scandal that... I guess CVS jacks up their prices like almost twice as much as like Target and Walmart, and then gives the discount coupon, and then people are still paying more than if they paid regular price at Target. It was like this huge thing.
The pharmaceutical industry has laid a whopper on us this time.
Yeah, and we don't even get to eat it.
Yeah.
You know? Well, so you can eat NADS. That's the only cosmetics you can eat.
Really?
Do you know that stuff? That hair removal system from the 90s called NADS?
You can eat it?
Yeah, called NADS from Australia.
I'm starving, but I also want to fix my hair.
NADS!
Stupid.
Yeah. Well, you put your, like, whatever you want to do, your eyebrow. So you put the NADS here, and then you do...
I remember it!
And then you do a little line to your mouth, and you just...
Ew.
And that's how you rip the hair out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very easy. Do you remember that thing?
I do remember it.
Yeah,
now.
and people would just eat it with a spoon. And they'd be like, I can eat it. And I was like, well, Australia's doing a lot of stuff wrong. Okay, so anyway, Del Ponte also says he hates living among Americans, who he called small-minded.
They are.
Dirty.
They are.
I'm not dirty. I take 4 showers a day.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true today. I had my robe over pajamas until 11:30. And he can't wait to get back to a real country, which I'd like to say, don't throw stones when you come from Italy. You've got Berlusconi.
Yeah.
And it's like, what a trade-off. Like, okay, culture and good food, but then you have to like sit in a cab for like 20 minutes listening to the cab driver talk about how stupid women are.
Mm-hmm.
You know
and just blow smoke in your face.
Yeah, just full cigarette smoke. I don't know if Italy got the memo, but it does give you cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes you smell like an ashtray.
I'm sorry, I have to do this.
Was it good? Well, I'm glad you got something with a really complicated lid.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so he also went on another anti-American tirade calling America ISIS. And
that's just not true.
Well, no, but I do hope he's talking about the dog on Downton Abbey.
I think
that
he
Labrador.
is. We're all ISIS at the end of the day. Just the dog.
When Robert...
Oh, God, here we go.
When Robert called for the dog in the last Downton Abbey, and he goes, "Come, ISIS," I nearly shit my pants.
Yeah, they should change the dog's name.
Just change the dog's name. No one gives a fuck.
Poppy or whatever.
Poppy. Come, Poppy.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Myers... We just figured out why it has to be ISIS.
It has to be ISIS.
Myers was made, Myers, the guy who's suing, was made into a human easel, was made to hold a presentation with his arms for 30 minutes during a business presentation.
Now that's funny.
That is so funny.
Because then you know what I mean? Then it's if you do it on Halloween.
Yeah, and it's an artistic statement too.
It is.
The worst thing he did, according to the lawsuit, is Myers claims that Del Ponte made a racist comment after a meeting in South Africa when he said he could, quote, smell a black person when he entered a room. Oh my God. Which is a huge problem. Number one, because asshole. Number two, because racist. Number three, Halle Berry has been a spokesperson for Revlon since like 1996
Yeah, she's been there a long time.
She's been there a long time. And also...
It's probably time for her to go, if I can be honest.
I wish she would, yeah.
All she does is fight with that ex-husband.
Oh, you mean for her to leave the planet? Space style.
Yeah.
You mean go away?
No, in real life she fights with that ex-husband.
Yeah, but what am I saying? What are you saying? Go.
She needs to leave.
Not be a spokesperson or just leave the room?
Her choice.
That's nice that you're giving her a choice. You know,
no, I love her, but you talk about someone who's really gotten in their own way.
Well, he is a Frenchman. Let's just remember that. They can antagonize you.
That's her new boyfriend.
What? What's her old boyfriend? Spanish?
He was a model. Maybe he's French too.
I think he's French.
Maybe.
I think she's got a French.
But she needs to clear the decks.
She's got a Chrissy for Frenchies. Mm-hmm. That's a Woody for girls.
A Chrissy? Mm-hmm. I like it.
My roommate in Chicago made that up. I don't deserve any credit.
I have a friend who was literally named after Chrissy Snow. Her name's Chrissy, and she was named after Chrissy Snow, which is Suzanne Summers' character in
Three Amigos.
Whatever it is.
Two other women who I admire, Olivia Wilde and Emma Stone, are also spokeswomen for the
those are both two great ladies.
Yeah. Here's what else is crazier. This is the part I'm actually looking forward to. Also, it's going to be a shit show, and this is very much me just being like, I can't wait to see this disaster go down. But when you have a lawsuit like this, what's going to happen is if all of this is true, which is, I don't even know how you can make shit like this up, how you can have people at your company in a court of law having to admit that they actually did see this shit happening and did nothing. When a whistleblower comes out of the woodwork like this, it just exposes everyone else for their faults for not coming forward.
I had a therapist once who told me someone at my first job in LA had stolen my work and put their name on it, on something I'd written. And
wait, at a creative job?
Mm-hmm. And was
it instructions for something? Like how to take pills or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I told my therapist, I said, this person put their name on it. I think I want to tell my boss about it. My therapist goes, you can't do that because then you'll be a whistleblower. You'll be an informer. You need to rent The Informer. And so I rented a movie called The Informer. And what happens is a guy rats out his friend and then gets shot through the head.
Why?
So that was my lesson.
First of all, how long did you go to this woman? I think I know the answer. Too long.
Yeah.
Number 3, is she still practicing?
What happened to number 2?
Oh, I just had it. My pants.
Oh. No, she is still practicing.
You have to say her name because she can't be doing this to other people.
Because I still have a friend that goes to her.
So what? Who's your friend? Me?
No. No.
What if we were going to the same bad therapist and you're like, no, this is another person?
It's different.
I think that's like license removing bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that person should absolutely be.
She also told me I was the most boring
APA.
person she'd ever met.
Brian, you've got to do. She's got to be delicensed.
But she gave me free. I could go for free after a certain while.
Because she knew you were going to sue her.
Because she just liked me. And she told her boyfriend.
She said...
Her boyfriend goes, I think I'm going to buy a Maxima. And she goes, don't talk to me about a car unless you're talking about Lexus, BMW, Mercedes, Jaguar.
I'm going to find...
She told me that.
Tell me her name. I will do everything in my power to make sure this woman's ruined.
I can't.
You can't do this. We're trying to get people... I'm trying to get...
Tina Knowles.
That's not it. Beyonce's mom. Jesus. I'm trying to get a lot of people in my family to go to therapy, and I can't do it when there's stories like that out there.
No, she was harmless.
What?
One time she
What if you're schizophrenic?
I'm not.
No, not you, a person, and going to her.
Oh.
What if you have a real problem and not just
I
whatever
don't think she
you
handles
have?
those people.
I doubt it. I doubt it. She takes money from whoever. That kind of woman. She's in the biz of getting that skrills.
She also told me that my masturbation sessions need to be very long. And she said that like as like a diagnosis, like, I don't know what you're doing, but your masturbation sessions, which we had not discussed, need to be very, like, twice as long. And I was like, okay.
To deal with your stress?
I guess.
I can't even deal. I'm calling
Kinsey.
Tina Knowles as soon as we're over.
Good.
The other so Revlon responded and they said that Myers is just a disgruntled employee and they hope to clear their name in court, blah 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 blah. And they said that he was fired for not being good enough at his job, which is funny because according to LinkedIn, Myers' profile says he's been working at Revlon since 2000.
Oh.
He's been working there for 14 years. So it's really funny to me that you'd want to fire someone who you've employed for 14 years all of a sudden, when all of a sudden new dude, new Italian guy, it seems to be he's the J in the situation. And then he's, the other guy who's in jail. And I'm...
Oh, you're talking about Syria.
And I'm her.
Adnan?
Yeah, he's Adnan. Wait, no, he's the girl who died.
I only listened to a few, but I lied and said I'd listened to all of them.
To who?
To a
me
lot of
just
people.
now?
To a lot of different people.
How did you hold a conversation with them?
Just agreeing.
Why would you lie about it? No one cares.
Because I know. I don't know why. I just thought I wanted to fit in for once.
You did fit in because you had heard it.
Fit into the social circle, but not those jeans, right, ladies? Aaron?
Yeah, I am on a diet right now. Doing a diet, it's just lemons. I just eat Meyer lemons all day.
Meyer! That's like it's a theme.
So funny. Yeah, Meyer lemons, and that's it. My teeth are totally just, there's no
soft
enamel. I have the most marshmallowest teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That made me nauseous to think about. Your teeth just like bouncing off each other. So I personally think that Revlon wouldn't have this kind of problem if they had more women in the company. As we've talked about on the show before, there are very few cosmetic companies run by women.
Right.
And in Revlon's case, there's only like 35% of women in the executive office.
Yeah, but Revlon also makes like hair products and stuff, like straightening irons.
Oh, so what's your point? The women can handle that?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know if women can handle straightening irons?
Well, that's a tool, technically.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we have to...
You're right. Women can handle the makeup except anything that is
I
mechanical.
hammer my hair straight.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, thanks. I know how to use it. I do drill bits to put on lashes. Yeah, I do a full, Tim Allen.
Oh, cool. That's funny. Yeah.
You know, he almost went to jail for cocaine?
I know. I thought he did go to jail. Yeah. I mean, we don't care.
Point is, you put on your makeup with tools, real tools. Don't buy Revlon. You can buy NARS, which is what I buy, but it's also run by a man. Shiseido owns it, and it's run by Sensation Shiseido, or whatever his name is.
I'm realizing where I heard the term sex pests. It is a British term, and I heard it.
You cleared that up already.
Yeah, and I heard it on, I think, Ron and Beverly. They said it.
Well, then I don't know if it's real.
I think it is. I'm gonna look it up.
From Ron and Beverly?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
They were right about that spa in Westlake.
Yeah.
So they're probably right about sex pests.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, just remember Revlon. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
What do they have a tag? Isn't it like beauty,
Yeah.
beauty for now, beauty for later?
No.
Beauty whenever you want to go outside or whatever.
Love is on.
Oh, that's right.
That's their...
No.
No.
I like maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
The only thing...
Maybe it's CoverGirl.
That's good. But that's Maybelline, so you can't cross it.
Oh, you're right.
You can't say maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's CoverGirl.
What's CoverGirl's like?
CoverGirl. I'm blue, ba dee da 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 da
Oh,
da. I don't think they have. See, a lot of these brands, a lot of these cosmetic brands don't have a tagline for their company. They have taglines for their
products.
But I'll say this one thing that Revlon actually did do well in their entire careers. They are responsible for Charlie.
Listen. L'Oreal is maybe you're beautiful, maybe you're not. No.
You keep doing the same one.
Okay.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, but L'Oreal's is like strong enough for me. Maybe you're born with it.
Yeah, that's you also mixed up the secret logo.
I think L'Oreal's is maybe you're beautiful, maybe you're not. Throwing Shade, supported by FXX, presenting Man Seeking Woman. It's a new surreal dating comedy from former SNL writer Simon Rich and executive producer Lorna Michaels.
I didn't know he was Italian.
He's not. Was that it? I thought I was doing Southern.
Oh, sorry.
Lorna Michaels, Erina Gibson,
Southern
starring
Italian, yeah.
Jay Baruchel. Right?
Yeah. You sound like you're straight from El Paso.
Tonight we're having the Baruchel pasta. Jay Baruchel, as you know, is the star of This Is the End. The series premiere is January 14th at 10:30 p.m. on FXX. Follow 20-something Josh Greenberg, Jay Baruchel's character, on his unrelenting quest for love.
But you can follow him on his unfrequenting quest.
You can unfrequent anytime you want. We got a jumbo.
Ooh, jumbo.
This is to Caitlin from Jesse. Happy birthday to my little sis Caitlin, who is currently deep in the rainforests of Central America and probably rocking a side braid.
Let's hope
so. I didn't want to just give you malaria prophylaxis medication for your birthday, so I asked Aaron and Brian to sing you one of their famous, mysterious rainforest birthday songs. Oh, I didn't even read that part. Here we go.
2, 3, 4. Ooh,
Monkeys
it's wet.
on your birthday,
Ooh, it's cold.
climbing trees
Who
on your
didn't
birthday.
know this was in Central
Don't
America?
fall off a palm tree.
Is
Palm
it
oil
behind
kills different
Mexico?
animals.
Is it above Mexico?
But it's also in
no, it's Central
semi-sweet
America.
chocolate chips.
Never forget the Panama Canal.
Well, that's for
Happy
you.
birthday. There was a lot of factual inconsistencies in that.
Nothing was true, but everything was right.
And happy birthday, Miss Caitlin.
Happy birthday.
I hope you do 2 side braids.
Yes.
Ooh, baby doll, we got some tweets,
that
baby doll.
scared me.
Well, you know what we
This
like?
is American Horror Story Season 3.
Down to the bayou,
Yeah.
we love some of them tweets. You know, I tweet on an alligator.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'd have an alligator. I'd try all my tweets out on an
I'm
alligator.
sorry, ma'am. I've asked you no questions. I've just been sitting here and you've come up to me.
But I made you biscuits.
Oh, thank you very much. At Matt, this is a name up your alley for what you just did. At Matt Shenanigan.
Matt Shenanigan.
Yep. Says, I finally caught up to the entire Throwing Shade backlog and I'm so upset. I thought I had more time. I thought we were in this for the long haul. Well, more to come.
So sad. You sound like we're going to kill it. We're going to do double
I
suicide.
am out of my mind right now. At Neha Shah says, the only thing better than the Cameron Carpenter trailer is listening to Brian and Aaron talk about it on Throwing Shade.
Ugh.
I mean, that's the gift.
I'm
that
glad
keeps on
everybody
giving.
loved it.
Yeah. At Jeff Morgs also says, I can't stop watching the Tyler Carpenter video. He got that wrong. It's
Tyler the
Cameron
creator,
Carpenter.
yeah.
And it's all Aaron and Brian's fault. And finally...
Did I ever tell you the story about that guy who emailed me on Facebook and said, please stop shitting on Louisiana. I'm trying really hard to do good things here and you keep shitting on it. And I was like, should I write this guy back and just be like, it's not fun to talk about happy things? Like, that's not the point of the show? And
No.
then I just ignored him.
At Orchid Hunter says...
If that's you, I'm sorry.
Oh, this is for Allison. At Orchid Hunter says, thank you, Allison Becker, for letting Erin find her big teeth, small mouth voice. A true gift to the world.
That was
a fun interview.
That was a fun interview. You can check us out on Twitter. I'm at Gibblertron.
I'm at fuck your fucking face and your life, and I don't need it.
Okay, and you can also hashtag us TSPod.
Or honey bun.
Please hashtag honey bun. And then we will Brian, you have to promise that you'll learn how to search for tags or whatever.
I do.
You do?
I search hashtag TSPod to get these tweets.
So do a honey bun. HONEYBUN.
Great.
Right? That's how you spell it?
Yeah.
You can check us out on Instagram. We have a TS Pod Instagram. That's at TS Pod. Brian's is at Brian Safi. I'm at Gibblertron. If you just want to get just a buttload of pictures.
You can email us at shadethrowing@gmail.com. Sean and Kristen do our gifts. Caroline's our intern. Baby.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Somebody on iTunes.
Oh, boy.
They were a group of people, and they all wrote reviews at the same time, and it's all jokes about cappuccinos.
That's great.
That?
No, I can't wait to look it up.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's all about
work.
getting us a cappuccino. I don't remember if it's a joke from us or
it is.
What
we did because we said something about it. Like we said something like you could just write, and then I think that's what it was.
Give me a cappuccino.
Yeah.
Good job, 8 people who did
I
that.
can't wait to see it.
I was like, oh, this is literally what I thought when I saw it. I was like, I saw a bunch of new reviews, and I was like, oh, people must have made it a New Year's resolution to finally write an iTunes review of our show.
Yeah.
Which is selfish of me to think.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, people are just dicking around on here.
No, we
I
said
love
something
it.
like, you could even write this.
By the way, great way to dick around. They still count.
Yeah.
They still count for everything, for love,
anything, for
yeah,
everything.
and affection. Number one, we need a new Prince. Period. End of story. I'm really tired of it.
Oh, the artist?
Yeah, because
Oh.
no one's.
I was like, well, we have several.
No, I don't mean like
Harry and William.
Bel Air.
Oh.
I mean just like we need a creative weirdo who's going to make great music that is just great anytime. If you're in a bad mood, just put on some Prince. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. And
Did you just hear of him? Is that what happened? Did someone just play
it's
a Prince
funny.
song for you?
Well, actually,
Because this is a new thing.
I stumbled across Bat Dance.
Oh, well,
and I was like, who is this genius?
Yeah, that reels you in every time. Do you know that song was number 1?
I know. I don't understand
So crazy.
it. I showed it to Ale and
The video?
yeah,
Crazy.
and he was like, I don't understand anything. He's like, there's no words.
No, there aren't.
And I was like, and he was like kind of scared because like the song changes and then Vicky Vale comes out and then she goes, Vicky Vale.
So weird.
I like Batman, and I was like singing it, and he was like, "We have to talk.
Yeah.
This is not good that you know
It's
this."
crazy.
And then we found out it was number one. Number one. That's what I'm saying. We need a prolific guy who could be like, "I'm going to do something that seems like a fuck you." That's what I thought that was like him going like, "Okay, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want." Like literally, I will have a fever dream, and I will make that into a music video and a song. And everyone will eat it up. And they did. And it's a garbage song.
Yeah, it's garbage.
It's a garbage song. But
Yeah.
I'm saying we need, like Taylor Swift.
I mean, what are we talking
Here's
about?
the difference between Taylor Swift and Prince.
There is not one. Refuse to believe it.
Prince wrote all of his own music.
Doesn't she? Oh, no, she
No.
co-writes some stuff. I
No,
think.
no.
Yeah.
He-
Mariah
Prince-
writes her own music.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey
Yeah.
does?
Isn't that shocking?
Are you serious? I just found a new respect.
She may
for her.
co-write some of it, but it's all original songs. Yeah,
Really?
From her. Yeah.
What's going on with her? Is she okay?
We have to end this show.
We'll see you next week. Our new tag is Mariah Carey okay?
Is Mariah Carey okay? I love it. Bye.
Hey, this is Pop Rocket. We're your source for all pop culture information.
It's an intellectual and incredibly snark-filled discussion about pop culture by 5 cranky Hollywood 30-somethings. No name-calling, no rudeness, just straight talk and a lot of role play.
I'm only 30-something for another year.
Me too. And I don't tell anybody I'm 30-something.
Pop Rocket comes out every week from MaximumFun.org.
Hey folks, this is Kevin Allison of the Risk Podcast, a proud member of the Maximum Fun family. If you've never heard Risk before, you gotta check it out. Risk is where people tell true stories they never thought they'd dare to share in public. Stuff you could never hear on NPR. This is where writers, comedians, and people of all walks of life drop the act and get as raw and real as it gets. You know you love stories. Why not check out the show where you'll hear the most unforgettable ones you've ever heard? Check out Risk today. We are free on iTunes, of course, and we're at MaximumFun.org or at risk-show.com. Risk!
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.